Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue à Learn French by Suchita. Je m'appelle Suchita, votre enseignante de la langue française, et dans cette vidéo, on va apprendre les pronoms relatifs, quatrième partie, which means the relative pronouns, fourth part. Before we begin with this video, I would like to introduce you to my website www.learnfrenchbysuchita.com, where you will find recorded courses for all your French language needs. We have courses for DELF A1, DELF A2, DELF B1, TEF TCF recorded course, French phonetics as well. We have special courses for our school students ranging from grade 5 to grade 8. We also have courses for university students who are enrolled in certificate course or diploma course in Delhi University. And finally, we also have courses for our school students who are aiming to appear for their DELF Prim or DELF Junior examinations. So hurry up and check it out. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. And as I already told you, in this video, we are going to continue with our topic, the relative pronouns. This is the fourth and the final part of our series, the relative pronouns. I've already uploaded 3 other parts where I taught you 3 relative pronouns, qui, que, ou, and now in today's video, we are going to take up the 4th one, which is the pronoun relative, dont, right? Before we begin with this video, I would request you to watch this video till the end. And in case you like this video, do not forget to give a thumbs up to the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and mention your comments in the comment section below. In case you're not following me over my Instagram page, which is Learn French by Suchita, go and follow me over there as well. Now first, let's just revise what exactly is a relative pronoun. When there are 2 sentences, and in the second sentence, you have a repetition of something, you want to avoid this repetition and you want to join the 2 sentences, you use the relative pronouns. For example, I saw a girl, she was wearing a red dress. Now you want to avoid the repetition of she from the second sentence and you want to join the 2 sentences. You'll say, I saw a girl who was wearing a red dress. So this introduction of who, by this I joined the 2 sentences and I avoided the repetition of she, right? Who is my relative pronoun. So in French, when we talk about simple relative pronouns, les pronoms relatifs simples, there are 4, qui, que, ou, and dont. So in the first 3 parts, I've already taken up the pronoun relative qui, then que, then ou. And now in today's video, we are going to start directly with the pronoun relative dont, right? If you have not watched the first 3 parts of this video, I am going to mention the links of those in the description box below. You can check them out, right? Now, let's just start with this. Why do you use the pronoun relative dont? It is used to replace the plus repetition. Now, how? We'll understand this through an example. There are 2 sentences if you see. Voici le livre. Here is the book. Je parle de ce livre. I talk about this book. Now, look at the second sentence. What is the repetition in the second sentence? The repetition is ce livre. And if you see before this repetition, you have the preposition the. So whenever you have the combination the plus repetition, you will avoid that by writing the pronoun relative dont. For example, voici le livre dont je parle. Right? So voici le livre. This I am going to avoid the plus repetition and you will say dont. Voici le livre dont je parle. Now dont can have different meanings as per the context. For example, here it would mean, here is the book maybe about which I am talking. Here is the book of which I am talking. So that depends upon the sentence. Dont can take different meanings as per your sentence. Let's look at our second example. C'est une chanteuse. This is a singer. J'admire la voix de cette chanteuse. So I admire the voice of this singer. Now what is the repetition in the second sentence? Cette chanteuse. This is the repetition, and before this repetition you have the as the preposition. So if you want to avoid this combination, the plus repetition, you will use dont. So c'est une chanteuse dont j'admire la voix. So it's like, this is a singer whose voice I admire. So here it is taking the meaning of dont. Okay? Je connais une femme, le fils de cette femme est médecin. I know this lady or I know a lady. The son of this lady is doctor. So what is the repetition in the second sentence? It is cette femme. This is the repetition. And before that you have the preposition the. So the plus repetition would be avoided by dont. And your final sentence will look something like this. Je connais une femme. I know a lady whose son is doctor. So I'll say dont. In order to avoid this, I'll say dont le fils est médecin. So in this one, dont is taking the meaning of whose. Je connais une femme dont le fils est médecin. The next example, voici un écrivain. Here is a writer. J'aime les livres de cet écrivain. I like the books of this writer. What is the repetition in the second sentence? Cet écrivain. And before that you have the preposition de. So you will say, voici un écrivain. Here is a writer. Avoid this the plus repetition using the pronom relatif dont. Dont j'aime les livres. Here is the writer of whom I like the books. Or I can say whose books I like. Okay? Il a acheté un ordinateur. He has bought a computer. Il est content de cet ordinateur. He is happy of this computer. So this is my repetition. And this is my preposition de. So I will say, il a acheté un ordinateur. He has bought a computer of which he is happy. So dont il est content. So in both these examples, if you see, in order to avoid the preposition the plus repetition, I have written dont. Now here I have written an exercise for you. In each part you have two sentences. In the second sentence you have to look for the repetition, and before that if you have the preposition the, you will avoid that combination by using the pronoun relative dont. Right? So I want you to solve this on your own, and then you'll find the correct answers of these exercises in the description box below. And still, if you have any query, you can mention that in the comment section below. And with this, I have completed our series Les Pronoms Relatifs, and I'll see you soon with the next series. Till then, au revoir, à bientôt et bisous bisous.